As the clock moves closer to midnight, crowds begin to gather in city squares, streets, and living rooms. People count the final seconds of the year together. When the countdown reaches 0, fireworks explode in the sky, music grows louder, and the new year is welcomed with cheers, hugs, and celebration. For a brief moment, the focus is entirely on the present, on sharing the same second with millions of others around the world. At the very same time, in another part of the world, there is no countdown, no public noise, no fireworks lighting up the sky. Here, the arrival of the new year is quieter, marked not by spectacle, but by tradition. This is the story of two New Years, the Christian New Year and the Jewish New Year, not a comparison of belief, but a look at how different cultures choose to celebrate the transition from one year to the next. The Christian New Year, celebrated on January 1st, is widely observed as a public and social event. In many countries, cities become the center of celebration. People gather in large numbers, public spaces fill with music, and the exact moment of midnight becomes the highlight of the night. It is a shared experience, focused on community, excitement, and collective celebration. Food during the Christian New Year varies greatly depending on culture and region, but it is usually centered around large meals meant for sharing. In many Western countries, family tables are filled with roasted meats, such as turkey, beef, or ham, alongside potatoes, vegetables, and seasonal side dishes. Desserts like cakes, pies, or pastries often appear at the end of the meal. Champagne and other celebratory drinks are commonly associated with the night, especially during the countdown. The purpose of the food is social, to bring people together and support the festive atmosphere. Gift giving during the Christian New Year is generally modest. Small presents such as chocolates, flowers, decorative items, or greeting cards are common. In many cultures, the main exchange of gifts takes place during Christmas, while New Year's Eve is more focused on celebration and togetherness than on exchanging presents. The emphasis is on sharing the moment, rather than the value of the gift. The Jewish New Year, known as Rosh Hashanah, is observed in a noticeably different way. Celebrations are typically quieter and more structured, taking place primarily in the home and the synagogue. The holiday follows specific rituals and prayers, and the atmosphere is calm and reflective. One of the central elements of the observance is the sounding of the shofar, a traditional horn whose sound marks the occasion. Food plays an important symbolic role during Rosh Hashanah. Apples dipped in honey are traditionally eaten, expressing hopes for a good and pleasant year. Round challah bread is commonly served, its circular shape symbolizing the cycle of time. Other foods such as pomegranates, dates, or sweet dishes may also appear on the table, each chosen for its traditional meaning. Meals are shared with family, and the focus is on continuity and tradition. Gift giving during the Jewish New Year does exist, but it is usually simple and practical. Common gifts include books, honey, sweets, or traditional greeting cards. In some communities, charitable donations are given instead of personal gifts, reflecting the values associated with the holiday. The act of giving is modest and closely tied to tradition rather than display. In terms of celebration style, the Christian New Year is generally outward and public, taking place in streets, squares, and large gatherings. The Jewish New Year is more inward and family-centered, observed through ritual symbolic food and long-established customs. Both mark the transition from one year to the next. Both serve as moments to pause and recognize the passage of time. They simply do so in different ways, each shaped by history, culture, and tradition.